So here we are in Montreal for the 17th annual John Molson Sports Marketing Conference. Over the course of the weekend, SPAD students had the chance to speak to industry leaders, and here's what they had to say with regards to advice for any sports administration student trying to get a job in the field.
Well, I think that's a good question. In my opinion, anything you can do to network is key, whether that's volunteering, whether that's cold calling, whether it's contacting people through LinkedIn. I think getting your name out there and having people know who you are and what you're interested in doing is sort of the first step. I think the second step is presenting yourself as a true professional. So when you do finally get the interview, and you may be turned down a number of times, so you have to sort of maintain a positive attitude. But when you do get the opportunity to meet someone that may be able to assist you with your career goals, I think you want to come prepared as far as with questions, dressed, for men in a suit and tie, for women, the equivalent, come prepared, already knowing a certain level of understanding about their business, also about the person themselves, whether you look it up through Facebook, through, media releases, those types of things, and you can find out about their career and what their job entails. And then finally, what can you do to differentiate yourself? So that could be, at the end of the meeting, making sure, the next day you write them a handwritten note to say thank you. Following up in any way you can to, again, differentiate yourself. Making sure that your resume stands out from the others, whether that's through a professional resume service or, going online and finding other ways to assist with making your resume look at its best. And I really think, again, anything you can do to differentiate yourself from an appearance standpoint, preparation standpoint, professionalism standpoint is really what's key.
For students looking for jobs in sports-related careers, just be present. Go wherever there's events taking place. This, for example, getting bright students with high potential together talking about sports marketing is unique and a great opportunity. And anytime you can marry the academic side with students and with people practicing in real life, I think there's an opportunity. You never know when that door is going to open, but you have to be present. No one's going to come knocking at your door at home asking for you. You have to be where they are. And you have to be willing to accept that you're going to get frustrated at times. You're going to want opportunities, but it only takes one yes. So, in baseball, to be a good hitter, you have to hit 333, 1 out of 3. In this, you only have to hit 1 out of whatever. What's that denominator? It could be 1,000. So it doesn't matter. It's just getting that one, and it could always be the next time that you try.
Two areas. One, detail-oriented, and two, goal-oriented. It makes a world of difference when you not only set goals, but you write down goals. And every company does that with strategic planning for departments, the company overall, and their vision. But individuals should also do it, whether it's 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, or even 10-year goals. And I realize it's a little bit of a challenge for individuals coming right out of school. And when it comes to details, whether you're working in communications, which is the area of the marketing mix that I focus on, or corporate sales, or whatever, the devil is in the details, and the follow-up with everything and managing projects is key to success, especially for young people, but really of any age. Perfect.
Well, you know what, I mean, there's a number of different ways to do things, obviously. Everyone's different. One of the things that I would recommend that worked well for me was that I actually thought if I could become a specialist in one area, that would be what was best. I found that from the people that I spoke with, generalists traditionally only got so high because eventually they want to find out if you're an expert in something. So if you could really become the best that you could be in one specific area, that would give you the opportunity to rise up through the ranks higher. And then at that time, you become a generalist because as a senior representative of a company, you tend to learn more about the other divisions. Myself, I grew up in sports marketing and sponsorship. When I graduated, that was what I wanted to do. So I have always focused specifically in sponsorship and marketing. And then once I reached a certain level and was able to sort of cut my way through companies and move up, it was at that point where I started to learn about broadcast and learn about all those other elements that were important as well. So my recommendation is find the one area that you feel that you're best at, become an expert in that area, and do whatever you have to. I mean, I remember going to conferences on a regular basis trying to learn. I would, when I would meet with people, usually finish the conversation with what's the best piece of advice you can give me, or what book are you currently reading? And oftentimes those were hints into the types of things that senior executives were doing that I could try to emulate. So for me, my recommendation is try to become an expert in the one area that you feel is best for you, and then pursue that.